Take control, become powerful by accepting that you are already, and whatever you want to do, you can, because so you want to become powerful. You want power. Today and right now, we live in a world that pulls us from one direction and pushes us into another. It can be confusing, and for most people, it is confusing. With so much interference and misdirection, it can be hard, difficult, and sometimes it just feels impossible to take control over what you think, what you do, and how you feel. In today's age, it's hard to feel powerful. It's difficult to have the feeling that you have full control over your life. You must know your power comes from you, not your environment, and not the people within your environment. Imagine this scenario. Remember a time that you were in school, in class, and you have a question. There's something that you wish to know, and so you raise your hand and the teacher gives you the power to ask the question. Who really had the power in that situation? Did the teacher grant you the power to ask the question, or did you grant the teacher the power to release what initially came from you? See, when we talk about power, the idea of what power is comes from what we see and what we know to be powerful. We may see business people as powerful because they are in control of large organizations. We may see political leaders as powerful because they're in control of countries. We may even see our loved ones as powerful because they have control over us and potentially how we feel. Allow us to finally see and realize what power really is and where it actually comes from. Power is and comes from having control. Power is having control over your life, what you see and what you say and what you do. Taking control and having control is the source of your power. It's where it comes from. When you have no control, you have no power. So then the question becomes, how do we take control? How do we get control when we don't have control? The answer to this would seem to depend on the individual situation. See, remaining in a toxic relationship because the person you're staying with has withdrawn the control that you have over yourself to leave, and therefore your power to leave is going to be harder than it is than taking power over the control you have over the clothes you wear when you decide to go out and leave your house. Even this comparative example itself is unique to other situations that you could compare to each other regarding the difficulty behind taking control and having power over your own life. Taking control is as simple as making the choice to do so. Now allow us to see the difficulty behind making a choice. The mentality we should have is to aim for the belief that there is already power within us to making whatever changes or choices that we wish to make in the world. Now we all live in our own world. As much as we share the same physical plane, we have our own version of reality we face every single day. When we talk about changing the world, we don't have to be changing the world that everybody else lives in their own reality. We only have to focus on changing the one that we live in ourselves. The world you create for yourself should contain happiness and well-being for yourself. It should also include pushing more out of yourself at times when you feel as though you are not reaching your potential or do not have or possess the things you believe you deserve. It should also include taking the break when you feel it is necessary, when you've been working hard trying to attain the things in life that you want. All of these things can seem really hard to do when life's taking you for the ride. Really what we should be doing is focusing on our vision, enjoying the journey, and taking life on a ride with us. Now here's the actual truth. Here's even more truth. The truth is, no one else can do this but you. You have to be the one to make it happen, because no one else knows or has the power to make the choices that you want to make. And even if they did, no one else will believe in your vision as much as you do. This leaves you no choice but to make it happen. If everyone simply believed in your vision, the only task you would have would be to simply convey your message. But we know that this isn't nearly enough. Taking control and gaining the power to make real change in your life comes from accepting one thing and one thing only: that you and only you can make it happen. That you can make all the changes, any changes that you want to make. And the best part is when it comes from you, you can make it to be about whatever it is you want to make it about. You can make any choice you wish for any reason you want. Whether it's because you're tired of the life you have, or maybe it's because you know there's so much more to life than the life you're currently living. Maybe it's because you have everything you already want and now is the time for you to start giving back. Or maybe that's the only reason you have right now. Whatever the reason, take control. Become powerful by accepting that you are already, and whatever you want to do, you can, because you are you and you are powerful. It's time to take control. Be the change you want to see in the world. Follow for more. Thank you, Dan Leo.